Yo, um, here is my guide on how to use Guitar Pro 8 in a very simple way with some little tips here and there. But this is just kind of how to set it all up. Um, let's do a new one. Okay, so when you make a new thingy, and I haven't done a new one in a while because I just take the same thing. Like, let's say we're writing a metal song. I'm going to select electric guitar. Overdriven guitar is good. I can set the tuning here. So I'm going to tune down a half step, D sharp or E flat. It's the same thing. So there we go. Each one of these, you can use your arrows, is a string. So you write it kind of just like you write tabs. These things up here are going to be your type of note. So how many notes are going to be in a bar. I'm not like educated on any of this, so if this is not the correct terminology, it's whatever, it's fine. Trust me. This is going to be your beats per minute. You can always change this. So if I say I want a sound to go so okay, so so maybe I'll make these. So I can copy and paste. So this is in 4/4. I can change my time signature with that little thing here. If I set it to like a 3 time signature, like a 3/4, then things get wonky when if I wanted to make like a whole note, things get wonky because I can't just like select a whole note. I think it'll get weird. See, it gets weird, right? So you need to write 2 of them. But that's in the weeds. It's fine though. You can figure it out. Usually what I do is I do a half note. And then you have to write 3 of them. I don't know what the problem is here. We're already getting too far in the weeds here. Whatever. So, say I wanted to do like a 4/4. Okay. Number 1, knowing where your palm mute button is. So I'll palm mute the second one. You can also zoom in. It can help. Zoom in one. That's your difference. You can also, if I go up to the top right and I go to track, I can change the palm mute and accentuation. So if I do less percentage, the palm mute will be less. It'll be less palm muted. And if I do more, it'll be much more muted. Say I want to add another instrument. I want to add another guitar. I also want to tune this down. I want to rename this. How do I rename it? Top right here, in track. Once you're on song, you got to go to track. I'll go left guitar. So, and I'll rename this right. So then I can also go up here to pan. I can pan this right. Let's pan it like 90 right. I don't know. 90 left. So. See how I did that. I can add a bass. I don't think I want it to be acoustic, probably an electric bass, right? Also tune it down a half step. Right? You get it. What else do we need to know? Here's a helpful tip. This will just make your life better. if you're writing a metal song and you're using the overdriven guitar and the electric bass, like the regular metal electric bass and the regular overdrive guitar and the metal drum kit, that's what I'm using. Follow this EQ. Negative 8.1 on the low, negative 5.4, 123. Boom, 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 boom. That's guitar. Bass, just leave it standard. Drum kit, boom, 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 boom. And then these decibels, -2.5, -2.5, -12, -4. Trust me, the EQ that they use naturally. Oof, the bass, it's just overpowering. Boom going on there. It just does not make sense. Trust me. This will add a lot of clarity when you play it back. I'm not saying it's perfect, but this will add a lot of clarity. What's another thing that I can say? You can always add an artificial harmonic anywhere using this. You're going to have to play around with this for a while. What's one that has one? Boss battle. You can add slides. See, here's a slide. So you write all the notes 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So you select the whole thing and then you select this, the legato slide. You can also do a shift slide, which is similar. I think the difference is the legato. No, I know the difference. The legato is like you're sliding your finger down, but you only strummed at the beginning. So they strummed here and then slid the finger down. The legato, you continue strumming with each note. Or I mean the shift slide, you strum with each note. The sound on this doesn't change much between the two, but just so you know. And this all has a pinch harmonic, so I added an individual pinch harmonic for each one of these, this little diamond thing. You can change the you can actually change the volume of each part. So say because in this part, say I wanted to make this boosted up louder, just this part, I could select it. And I could, in fact, I wouldn't really select it. What I would do is I would select at the beginning. I would touch the beginning. And I go to this one, insert track volume automation, and then I could up it to something. And then I'd go back, I'd go here, and then I'd go to the insert track, and I'd reduce it back to what it was originally. And so then you can go through. So let's do it. So I'll up this like to 80. Let's go to 90. And then let's go here. Let's go back to 77. Apply. Okay. So it's at 77 here, 77. Then it hits 90. It's still at 90 here. Then it goes to 77. So, and it's actually visible. I actually select the right one. There we go. There it is. You can see it. You can see it shifts up, and it goes back down to 77 here. Yeah. I mean, there's just too much to. These are just like getting you started. You can write the song title here and the artist there. They have these sound mastering things here. And also with your track, with your guitar, you can change the pedals. Man, it's a losing battle to try to make stuff sound too good in this. It really is. But if you follow my EQ for these specific versions of the guitar and bass and drum, you will be good. Trust me, it'll sound okay. There's another one. There's another tip I want to add. No, I don't. Do I even want to really add this? No. Alright, I'll do it. Okay, you get one pro tip. Let's find a fast one. Kill. It's not going to have it. Oh, Faceless Slayer will have it. Okay, this is like the last tip of the thing, of the video. This is purely to make the sound better in Guitar Pro 8. Let's zoom in here. So when you palm mute, this is not a problem. It's not a problem when you palm mute. But when you're not palm muted, if you don't do this, let's see. Let me write the exact same thing as the 16th. Okay. This is the same thing as these because this is like held. So what I did is I wrote 3-3 there. 3, 2, 2. So what I did is I went boom. I went up to my tie note. The tie note button will be very helpful for you for holding any like chords or stuff. But why would I do this on the tremolo picking part? Here's why. Let me just do just the right guitar. Do you hear the difference? See, it just does this weird phase thing when you don't tie those notes like that. So if you're gonna write a tremolo pick and you're not gonna palm mute it, what you should do is you should go up to the next type of note. So make the note half as long and just tie each one together. It's a pain in the ass and it's not correct, but it sounds a lot better. Remember, this and this is the same thing. It's just that in Guitar Pro, this part, the way writing it like this sounds a lot better. You can also try out different stuff. Like you can make it. There's one that's called an upstroke and one that's called a downstroke. I don't know where it is over here. But there's a function to make it all upstrokes or all downstrokes. There it is, pick stroke down, pick stroke up. So you can try that for right and left guitar to get a different sound. Because the problem is if you do the same thing on both guitars, you don't have the separation of right and left. It blends into one mono sound. Watch how it shifts. You see how it shifted left right here? That's because with here, because you're dealing with two perfect renditions that are exactly the same, there's no distinction, so it sounds mono. But in reality, it is right and left. It is stereo, and you can hear it once the sound changes. See, it goes wide, and then it comes right back to the center here. So that's another thing. If you want to make a distinction with these two guitars, maybe you can try to, you can make one all upstrokes and one all downstrokes. Although, in my opinion, it doesn't end up sounding that good. Let's try it. all downstrokes, then this one will be all upstrokes, just for the sake of making it sound. It actually sounds cool. That sounds good. It does sound wide, like it actually sounds separated, as opposed to you have a distinct left and right. So there's some tricks you can use. You know, I get it. This is supposed to be a tabbing software, and it has these built-in interesting things where you can like literally put a tube screamer and like actually like change the tube screamer and stuff like that. Like, look at this. There actually is a lot of stuff in here, but it is very difficult to make stuff actually sound good. So in reality, what this is a music writing software. It's a tabbing software. It's made for stupid guitar players like me, and then I can like write drums in it too. So, you know, with the drum, like your kick. This is your kick is right here. Not this. That's like an acoustic kick, but you might like that noise. Then toms. Snare is right here. So that's all the drums that you have to play with. So that's how you can write the drums. Very interesting. Yeah. Lot to take in. I don't really know. Like, I hope you got something from this. It's just kind of me talking shit. But yeah. I don't know.